Okay, so we're going to modify this program a little bit. I'm going to call this program 2 because we're making a simple change to it and I want to keep it kind of unique. And to change that, I'm going to do File Save As and change it to program 2. And we'll notice now at the top here that the name has changed. So in this case, I'm going to say flash 2 LEDs. Date is changed to the 3rd. And now I can say we've got a green LED is connected to pin D4 and a red LED is connected to pin D5. So we're adding another LED. That means that we need to have another variable here. And what I'm going to do is, instead of just type this, I'm going to just copy it and paste it and change the name here to red LED and 5. Now you'll notice that I start with lowercase and then change to uppercase here. That's called camel case, and that's a common convention that programmers use. Not required. We can pretty much use almost anything for our variable names as long as there aren't spaces between them. And then there's some special keywords we can't use. So again, now what we're going to do is in the setup, we're adding another LED. So again, I'm going to copy all this. I'll just highlight over it, use Control-C, Control-V for paste. And I'm going to change the name here to red LED as output. And now that's connected to D5. So in the loop now, what we want to do is alternate between these two LEDs. So what I'm going to do here is just put some space in, and I'm going to just flash and alternate between these two. Now to do this, what I'm going to do is copy all of this code I've had before. In programming, you end up doing a lot of cutting and pasting. And paste it here, but simply change the name here to red LED and red LED. So in this case, the program will turn on the green LED, wait a half second, turn it on, wait a half a second, turn on the red LED, and then turn it off and cycle through it again. So you can see on our screen here, let's take a look and see what happens when we do this. One of the things I want to show you too is pay attention as I upload this to the StemTerra board. You'll see these TX and RX LEDs flash on and off. And the RX in particular means it's receiving data. So let's go ahead and upload this and see what happens. Okay, no errors. And you saw those two little lights flash and change. So we're alternating now between those two. Now, if I wanted to change it so that the green light goes off, or the red light turns on immediately after the green light, I could take out this delay here. And if I wanted to, I could just comment it. It's a common way just to make a temporary change. And I'm going to upload it again. And again, if you watch the lights there, you'll see them flash. Now it's alternating. Kind of looks a little funky because the timing on it is, it's got a long delay before it turns back on again. So in the code again, I could put a comment here after the delay 500. Let's see what this looks like now. So you can get kind of different flashing effects here. If you want to change the time on this, for example, change the delay to 200 on one, and for example 200 on the other. Now it's flashing a lot faster. At some point it'll be so fast that you won't be able to see any changes occurring. But this kind of gives you an idea of what changes you can make with the delay speeds here. Okay, so that's the main parts I wanted to go over with the program. There are going to be a lot more things we're going to be looking at later on when we're changing our programs and editing them, making some changes. But this is a good kind of stopping point to get into the lab exercises next.